Ready? And racing, sprinting out there was going to be Lagoon Victory out wide on the track. Homebush Button showing good speed, bolting up the inside, No Cheers. Back in the race now too, No Mention trying to run on with Corborn Kenny. Well, back in the race now too is Pagani, Bolton Archie, Homebush Inquiry on the corner. Homebush Button's in front, but there's the rails for Lagoon Victory and it dives through the prize. Lagoon Victory will beat Homebush Button a big race. Then we go to Pagani, who was shooting through to the third in front of No Cheers. Then we go back in the race on crossing to No Mention, who got into a bit of trouble those two late. Back to Bolton Archie, Corborn Kenny, and out the back of the field was Homebush Inquiry. Well, favourite punters will be happy. Lagoon Victory will get it, but the roughies up for second. Homebush Button after really flying the boxes. Ready? And racing, Chill Out Ralph comes out of the boxes running today. Up there too, Pukeko Thunder, Sailor's Collar. Round the outside is Botany Liz to the first bend, and out deeper on the track is Opawa Rapid. Back to the inside, Kinloch Silver, Nodden and Moon and Sea at the tail. Into the back they go, and Pukeko Thunder opens them up, 4 lengths to the good. Chill Out Ralph out after it, right up there too now is Botany Liz. Round the outside also Sailor's Collar, Kinloch Silver. Back in the race to Opawa Rapid. Out the back, Moon and Sea and Nodden on the corner. Pukeko Thunder, Chill Out Ralph, the big danger up the rails and shoots through the prize. Chill Out Ralph, Pukeko Thunder, Kinloch Silver through for third. They were followed across then by Botany Liz. Back in the race to Noggin, Moon and Sea, Sailor's Collar, and Opawa Rapid dropped out of it to be the last of them in. Chill Out Ralph gets another deserved win at start, 111 today. Pukeko Thunder, good run again for Chris Healy, and Kinloch Silver. Kiosk service bar ready. And racing, Gold Viper springs out pretty well there along with Lagoon May. Earn Me Some round the outside, Stitch Up, pushing up the rail. Pukeko Prowler as they run around the first bend. All going very wide. Earn Me Some took out of a race. Kinloch Power, they over last two. Into the back they roll. Gold Vipers in front. Out wide on the track, Lagoon May starts to run now. Pukeko Prowler pushing into the race to Homebush Ninja. Followed back then by Homebush Howard. Further back then to Stitch Up. Two at the tail, Kinloch Power, and tailed off Earn Me Some. On the corner in front now is Lagoon May and the favourite drives. Lagoon May in from Pukeko Prowler, Homebush Howard to third. Then Homebush Ninja, I think, ran fourth in front of the next on crossing would have been Stitch Up, followed back then by the last three would have been Gold Viper, who dropped out of it. Kinloch Power, Earn Me Some, who went wide to the first bend, was tailed off. Favourite in. Lagoon May, number 4, covered a bit of territory but was too good in the end. And a double for the Collide and of Gondola Serenade lit up. S.L. Webster, Craig Roberts. Pukeko Prowler was game as ever. And the 8, Homebush Howard, will be third. And the 10 to make up first four is Homebush Ninja. Fourth on the card, should be a good sprint this. Few handy types, ready? And racing, Scary Canary hops out pretty well along there with Token. Jump out wide on the track to Gold Star Rosie, pushing around the outside to Homebush Spike. Right up there too is now as Scary Canary gets on the Drifter Shade. Another is going to be Ty Baxter, and back in the race also is Ozark's Daughter. Up they come, another Fortune kicks and holds. Another Fortune Token jump, Homebush Spike to third. Then we go to Ty Baxter. Followed back then by Gold Star Rosie. Back to Business Boss, Scary Canary, and Ozark's Daughter at the tail. Another Fortune jumped out pretty well, and will be too good here in the fourth on the card. Green Gold, but plenty of ability, and it jumped out pretty well there. Might have called it Scary Teneri out of the boxes, although she hunted paint Scary Teneri to be right up there, but Another Fortune was up there most of the way. Ready? And racing, Matty Hookie stood there and missed it. First out, Jack Sajil, big time ship showing speed through the centre. Sarah's Domain round the outside is Matty Hookie trying to get into the race. Oh, down in a heap, Sarah's Domain. It's bit the dust across the top. Up ahead of that now as they come to the corner, Homebush Errol. Into the straight, Petra Harker in front. Jack Sajil down the outside, flying through Homebush Errol, the centre. Oh, I think Jack Sajil may have held Homebush Errol, Petra Harker, and right up there, Opawa Laz as they've crossed. Followed back then by on crossing. Also now as they went across the line was Big Time Tip. Further back there, Not So Cute. And Sarah's Domain when pushing through the centre. Crashed to the track across the top, but it's picked itself up. Wow, what a finish. Has Jack Sajil finally done it again. Number 5. Set to go. Johnny Mack puts up Homebush Page. They're all set. Down comes the bunny. 6 on the card. And racing, Another Dream comes out running today, but not as quick as Homebush Page. Right up there too is No Favours. Pushing along the rails now is Norman Jill. Out wide on the track then is Shanebeau trying to push between greyhounds. Just gets on the heels there with the Old Hurst Edward, who cops a check. Back in the race, Opawa Lucky, Norman Jill. Up they come. In front is Another Groom. Down the outside, No Favours. No Favours beats Another Groom. Homebush Page and Shanebeau was getting to throw him along the rails. I think it might have hit the rails close after the post. Went up in the air anyway. Followed back then by Go Tomo. Back in the race to the Old Hurst Edward, who copped a check across the top with Norman Jill. And Opawa Lucky at the tail. Gee, favourite was disappointing. And I'm sure it's come off the rail after the line. No Favours will get up on the outside though and defeat Another Groom, who's jumped out of the ground today. And gee, it's gone well. Another Groom. And racing, coming out, Rob Smador, he flew the boxes again today. Coming out after him, Botany Seat and dives back to the rail. Right up there, Corborn Ward, cover to the first corner. Back on the inside then is Opawa Jed as Corborn Ward gets on the drift. Opawa Tanya gets around that and back to last is your favourite, Chloe's Prodigy. Down the back they go. In front is Botany Seat and 3 or 4, Opawa Jed. Out of the pack comes cover to cover. Opawa Tanya starts to run the rails. Back in the race too, Corborn Ward. Rob Smate's on the drift and back with him, Chloe's Prodigy. Up they come. Botany seated home today. Opawa Tanya flies to second. Corborn Water third. Then we go to Opawa Jed. Followed back in the race then by cover to cover. Rob's mate got tired, but I got him out of the boxes, Murray and Joe, and last in Chloe's Prodigy. The roughie in, Botany Seaton, and you get 6.70 or 7.10. In fact, it just gets better. 7.10 and $3. And I think the 6 has got us a pretty good value Quinella here. Ready? And racing, Botany Kevin comes out running again along the web. Corborn, Philip, Lagoon, Bell, Opawa, Amy, Thrilling, Marty, Chiming and deeper. Out wide on the track, Invidious goes back to well back in the field with Colby Magic. And no attempt was last around the first bend. Into the front goes Corborn, Philip, 2 lengths clear. Off Botany Kevin, 3 lengths away, Opawa, Amy. Then came Lagoon, Bell, Thrilling, Marty round the outside. Further back, Colby Magic, Invidious, and no attempt out the back. On the corner, Corborn Phillip back to the rails. Botany Kevin comes strongly. Corborn Phillip is going to hang on again though. Corborn Phillip beats Botany Kevin, Opawa Amy. Thrilling Marty stuck on okay. Followed back then on crossing Lagoon Bell. Colby Magic never in the race. No attempt, and Invidious, he was last. Corborn Phillip goes 2 in a week. And good to see him back to Once he got on the bunny, he sees out a strong 5:45, and he was able to be too good for them today. Botany Kevin tried hard, and Opawa Amy's going to make up the trifecta at good odds for third at around about 4:20. Thrilling Marty next in. Favourite, No Danger, ready. And racing, first out down on the inside is Corborn Abbey. Coming out fast too is Botany Blake, and they match motors at the winning post the first time. Right up there too is Stolen Money. Round the outside is Idle Girl. No Danger goes back to the rails. He's a big danger now. Further back in the race to Elephant Gun, Sumion and Thumping Tony, and Corborn Abbey drops out to last. Across the top they come. In front, Botany Blake there from Stolen Money. Back to Idle Girl. Here comes No Danger. He's starting to run now. Back to Elephant Gun. Further back, Thumping Tony. Up they come. Botany Blake. No Danger, charging too late. Botany Blake in from No Danger. Stolen Money to third. Then it's close between Idle Girl and Elephant Gun. Back in the race into Thumbprint Tony, Sumion, and Corborn Abbey will be the last of them in. We got a break on them down the back. Botany Blake, and he's back in winning form. Good up and coming. Son of Beckenbow, and once again Barb. No Danger, he got round the rails to the first bend, but he just had a few traffic problems, and yes, he bounced off the back of Idle Girl across the top. That cost him a length. He's probably been beaten a length and a half. And racing, Mickey T just comes out fair. Along the inside, San Sebastian with the most speed. Bugsy Bangles is up there too. Now pushing Payne Homebush Brian. Round the outside, Corborn Butsy the favourite. Mickey T's well back. Back to Where's the Gold, Unreliable Andy Homebush Shane on the corner. San Sebastian keeps kicking. Bugsy Bangles down the outside. Oh, Sebastian! San Sebastian beats Bugsy Bangles. Right up there too was Corborn Butsy along the rail. Homebush Bruno, Mickey T. Back to the race, Where's the Gold, Homebush Zane and Unreliable Andy. Oh, you little beauty. I'll say a few other things under me breath, but he's home. San Sebastian, good on you. Johnny Allen. He's a great dog, this one. And instead of going back to C2, he's off to C4. And racing, Bump comes out pretty well along there with Homebush Aerial out wide on the track. Sprinkles and trying to push between runners. Homebush Churro. Karamas gets into the race out wider. Further back there to Chokehold. Last of all, Cracking Chain around the corner. Bumps found the front. Karamas is out after him. Back on the inside is Homebush Aerial, but Bump's going to go two in a row. Bump Karamas third and Homebush Aerial. A gap away in the race then too. The next on crossing would have been Sprinkles in front of Chokehold. Further back, Cracking Chain and Homebush Churro. Bump, just that spare box on the inside, definitely helped him. 150, 170. Very short, but has done the damage twice in a week. Karamas, he looked dangerous across the top, but he had to get around runners after being last out of the boxes. So back to his old trick, certainly Karamas today. And racing Tea Time, she just comes out with them today. Dillmanstown showed good box speed, so did Homebush Kelso pushing the rails. Homebush Rocky. Tea Time goes back to the rails now for a run further back. Then a no-no pushed off the track. Back to Broken Pedro, Porky Pig, and last of all Botany Zenvo. In front Homebush Kelso, he's away for the prize. Homebush Kelso beats Homebush Rocky. Tea Time got going late for third in front of Dillmanstown. Back in the race to no-no Broken Pedro. Botany Zenvo and Porky Pig out the back. Oh, she was slow, and if she's slow, she's not going to win races. Tea Time, been only 23 odd kilos, but she did muscle up pretty well in the end. But Homebush Kelso off and gone, and I did say before the race, this dog's really come solid, and he'll get the prize today from his favourite outside draws, Homebush Kelso. Chasing him down was Homebush Rocky, And at tea time, she got down to the rails and ran on, but she's never going to win if she's not the first out of the boxes, I reckon.